Hello dear students, welcome back to the NCERT Science class of 7th standard. Dear students, in the previous class we have started the study of the topic, very important topic, that is soil. Dear students, in that topic we have studied about the properties of about the soil and the different layers of soil, isn't it? And also that the different layers of soil that we call, that is profile, soil profile we can say. And next, dear students, we have studied the components of soil, that it contains the rock particles, and along with the rock particles the soil contains dead organic matter, that is called as the humus. Yes, soil is a mixture of particles, rock particles, and the dead organic matter, that is called as the soil, isn't it? That is called as the humus. Separately you have studied the humus, that is humus is the organic matter present along the soil, that is called as soil particle, that is called as the dead organic matter, is called as the humus, that we have studied. Then after this one, dear students, we have studied the formation of soil. The soil is formed by the withering of rocks, and next, dear students, after this one we have studied the different ways of withering of rocks, that is by air. When due to the wind speed the rocks withered, the particles from the rock surface withers and form the soil, that we have studied. Next, after this one, dear students, we have studied the current of water. Due to the flow of water with a high speed, that will remove the top layers of the rocks, that forms by which it forms the soil. Then after this one, the animals, temperature, animals like birds and other animals, due to the movement and all, is rocks will wither and form the soil, that we have studied. Then after this one, soil profile. In case of soil profile, see what happens. Soil profile means the formation of different layers of soil due to the withering of rocks. The layers of soil is called as the soil profile, that we have studied in yesterday class, in the last class. See what happens, dear students. That layers, in that layer, the topmost layer is called as the horizontal. That layers are called as the horizontals. The top layer is called as the horizontal. Then next, below the A horizon, the B horizon is there, C horizon and bedrock. See, in another textbook they have given the above the A horizon a thin layer of soil, that is called as the where we are working and all, where we are surviving, that layer is called as the O horizon. Then A horizon, that contains fine particles of soil, and also we have discussed the activities to form the different layers of soil. See here what happens, A horizon, in A horizon what happens, fine particles of soil, and next the soil is a porous one, very soft soil, we will get the A horizon, and next along with that we will get the dead organic matter is present along with the soil particle, that is organic matter, decomposed leaves of the soil, decomposed leaves, and next dead organic matter, excrete and all, that is very fertile soil we will get in the top layer, and that is suitable for the plants to get the nutrients and water. Then after this one, the horizon contains the roots of the small plants also, and it is a site for the survival or the making the buried, the number of animals are buried under the A horizon, that we have studied. Then above below the A horizon, the second layer is there, that is called as the B horizon, that contains the maximum amount of minerals are present. In case of A horizon, less amount of minerals, that contains more amount of organic matter is present in A horizon, but in case of B horizon, less amount of humus and more amount of minerals are present, and soil particles are little larger than the above layer. Then next, when we go to the third layer, that is called as the C horizon. In case of C horizon, what happens, that contains the crumbs of looms. Crumbs of looms we can say, the little large particles of rocks or the crumbs of looms we will get, and little harder, and it is totally of minerals. Number of minings means different types of metals we will get from there, and below this one you will get a bedrock, that is very hardest layer of the soil, hardest layer, that contains rock particles, isn't it? That is present just below the C horizon, that we have studied in yesterday class. Dear students, now today we are going to study the types of soil. Types of soil. mainly the further again the different classes are there, classifications are there. The soil, mainly the soil they are classified, mainly the soil, broadly the soil classified into three types. The first one is sandy soil. First one sandy soil. Second one is clay soil. Clay soil. Third one is loamy soil. Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. These are the three types of soil we will get. See, sandy soil. Separately we will study the properties of and the nature of soil. That we have classified. This classification is based on the size of the particle. The classification of soil is based on the size of the particle. The classification is based on the size of the particle. See here what happens, dear students. Sandy soil is a type of soil in which the particles are larger. The particles are larger. The particles are larger. Particles are larger. Properties of sandy soil we can separately study. The first property, that is particles are larger. Particles are larger. Particles are larger, and in between the particle, the space is present. More space is present in between the particle. More space is present in between the particles. More space is present in between the particles. Next, dear students, its water holding capacity is less, very less. See what happens, dear students. Before we will study this property, we have to study the classes. Later we will study the properties of different soils. First we will study the classifications. Better to study the classification. See what happens. Sandy soil is having the large size particles. The particles are larger. The next, in the case of clay soil, the particles are very smaller. The particles are very smaller. Very small particles are present. Very small particles are present. In clay soil, the particle size is very smaller. And next, particle sizes are very smaller. In case of sandy soil, we are classifying this. First, we are classifying the soil on the basis of the size of the particle. If the size of the particle is larger, then we can say that sandy soil. If the size of the particle are very smaller, then we can say that clay soil. If the particle size, see here what happens, both together. Sandy soil, if the soil contains both larger and smaller particles, such soils are called as the loamy soil. The soil which contains both larger and smaller particles, such soil is called as the loamy soil. Yes, based on the size of the particle, we have classified the soil into three types. The first one is sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil. First one, sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil. The sandy soil is a soil which contains the particle sizes are larger. Large size particles are present in the sandy soil. In case of clay soil, very fine particles are present. In case of loamy soil, both large particles and small particles combine to form the loamy soil. Next, dear students, we will study the properties of sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil separately. See here what happens? The first point, that is particles are larger. Particles are larger. Particles are larger. Next, interparticular space is present. In between the space, more space is present. Better to write, more space is present. More space is present. More space is present. Next, more space is present. Then next, what happens? In that space, air is filled. And next, dear students, water holding capacity is less. Water holding capacity is less. Very less. Water holding capacity is very less. Next, dear students, water holding capacity is very less. These are the properties that contains air or aerated soil also we can say, that is aerated soil. Aerated soil. Soil contains air particles, isn't it? Next, dear students, come to the here large size particles. More space is present. In that space, the air is filled. That is called as the aerated soil. And next, water holding capacity is very less due to this more space. What happens? Whatever we add the water, that will be percolate out. That will be sink down the water into the depth. See what happens? Water will not stay here due to the more space. See, water holding capacity is very less, very less. Yes. Come to the clay soil. Clay soil. Clay soil. See what happens? Particles are very smaller. Particles are very smaller. Then very less space. In between the particles, very less space is present in between the particles. They are arranged very tightly. Arranged very tightly. Here, that arranged very loosely. Loosely arranged. Arranged very tightly. Very tightly. Yes. The next, more water holding capacity. Water holding capacity is more. Water holding capacity is more. Water holding capacity is more. Yes. Less air is present. Less air is present. See what happens, dear students? The properties of clay soil. Particles are very smaller. Less space, very less. More space, very less space. Then arrangements are very tightly. Then there is no any air gap in between the soil particles. Then when we add the water to the soil, due to the very tight arrangement, that will not lose the water. That will not allow the water to percolate out. They hold the water for the long time. Black clay soil, you can say clay modeling while playing with the clay models. If we add the water, that will remain for a long time. air. Isn't it? These are the properties of clay soil. Next come to the properties of loamy soil. Properties of loamy soil. Here what happens? The particles of both the means it contains both larger and smaller particles. Smaller particles. It contains both smaller and larger particles. Next, less space. Arrangement very tightly. Next, water holding capacity is more. Water holding capacity is not much more. See, it holds the water how much it is necessary. See what happens? Water holding capacity is good for the, or we can write water holding capacity is moderate. Not much more high, not much more less, moderate level, isn't it? Then less space is present and all. These are the properties of loamy soil. See, both larger and smaller particles are present, less space is present. Then next what happens? The moderate water holding capacity, not much more water holding capacity. In case of clay soil, what happens? It holds the water for a long time. That may be also not best for the plants and animals to survive there. See, and water holding capacity is less in case of clay soil, in case of sandy soil. In case of loamy soil, moderate water holding capacity means not less, not more. Isn't it? See what happens? Moderate water holding capacity in case of loamy soil. Isn't it? These are the properties of clay, sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Next, dear students, one activity here, in which soil will form the models. By which soil? We know the three soil: sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Sandy soil, by pausing the video, you can see the properties and you have to note down the properties of the point that we have given, that I have given on the board. Next, dear students, we will discuss one activity. We have to collect the three different types of soils, that is sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil. The three types of soil. And one thing I have to tell you, that is loamy soil is applicable, is the best soil. The best source for the loamy soil is river beds. River bed, that is very fertile soil, and loamy soil is the best source for the plants to grow. Yes, best plant that contains more amount of humus and all. And next what happens? That is the best source, best soil for the plants to grow. Loamy soil. Yes. And next, dear students, the loamy soil is mainly found in the river bed regions. Yes. And next, dear students, after this one, we will discuss one activity. We have to collect the clay soil, sandy soil, loamy soil. Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil we have to collect separately. And next, pour some amount of water. Make a duct-like structure. See what happens? Pour not so much more water. See, collect separately the sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil in separate container add some amount of water and make it the duff like structure, or the make like a paste, not so fluid paste. Then add liquid amount of water and try to make the models with all these three soils. Try to make it suitable to make the models. That much of water only you have to add in the soil. Both in all the soils you have to add this water in the sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. That much only we required water only we have to add, that much, which means that should be able to make the models. That much amount of water only we have to add. Now we are going to make the models with this sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. For that we have to take the soil and we have to add the water and we have to try to make the models with all these three types of soil. That is with the sandy soil, sandy and clay and loamy. With the loamy, we have to take separately. See what happens. Sandy soil, we have to take sandy soil here. Here also clay soil we have to take. And here loamy soil we have to take. And we have to add the equal amount of water and try to make by these soil, try to make the models by these soils. Yes, first we have to make a ball shape by this type. Is it possible to make the ball? Is it possible to make a ball model with the sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil? In which soil you will able to make the ball? See, we will make the ball shape. Try to make the ball shape with all these soil. In loamy soil, it is the best. You will make a ball. You are unable to make the ball with the sandy soil. In case of loamy soil also you can make it. Yes. Next, ball. Try to make a ball. Then next, try to make a cylinder. Try to make a cylinder with that ball with the loamy soil. With the sandy soil, highly impossible to make the cylinder. With the sandy soil, it will break up. When you try to make it, it will break up. Then here it is possible. Here it is possible. Then next come to the, now try to make a ring shaped structure. Ring shaped model with the sandy soil. See what happens? Not possible, possible, not possible. You will not make a ring like structure. Isn't it? See what happens, dear students? With these sandy soil, it doesn't have the, we can say, the attractiveness or the, we can say that is sandy soil, it is totally unfit for making any model. Clay soil we can make the models. Here all the models it is highly possible to make with the loamy soil. Isn't it? Next, dear students, properties of soil. Properties of soil. Here, for the properties of all these soils we will study. Already we have studied. First property, that is percolation of water. Properties of soil. First one, percolation. Percolation of water. Percolation rate. Percolation rate of water. See, for that, dear students, we have to discuss one activity. we have to collect the, we have to take the a hollow 5 centimeter, not 5 centimeter, 5 inch diameter containing pipe. Same size hollow pipe we have to take of 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter long pipe we have to take. Of same size, 3 pipes of 3 pipes of same size. Three pipes of same size. We have to take 3 pipes of same size, and their diameter should be same. That is 5 inch diameter. 5 inch diameter pipes we have to take, and we have to conduct the experiment in different soil. See, we have to put the soil deep in 2 centimeter in the soil. Make a 2 centimeter pit, and in which we have to put the first pipe in the sandy soil. First pipe in the sandy soil. We have to put the pipe in 2 centimeter depth of the soil. Put the pipe, hollow pipe, 2 centimeter depth in the soil. Then this also, in this you have to put in a clay soil. This you have to put in a loamy soil. Loamy soil. Isn't it? Now take 200 ml of water. Take beakers, 3 beakers. Take 3 beakers. Take 3 beakers separately. In 3 beakers, we have to take the 200 ml of water. 200 ml of water, in which we have to take the 200 ml of water. Here also we have to take the 200 ml of water. And we have to pour. When we pour the water 200 ml in that pipe, start the stopwatch. Start the stopwatch, and until we should have to off the watch. When the water is totally precautioned, whole water should be vanished. Whatever the water is there in the pipe, when the water is vanished of the stopwatch, then we have to record the time. Here in case of clay soil also, we have to pour the 200 ml of water and start the stopwatch. Then when the whole water will be precautioned, stop the watch. In case of loamy soil also, pour the water and start the watch, stopwatch. Then record the percolation rate. Then you will find that, see what happens here. In case of soil, sandy soil, the water will percolate out very fast. In case of clay soil, water will not percolate out. Here, little less. Here, percolation rate, whole water will be percolate out. Isn't it? Here one formula I have given, percolation rate we can calculate. Percolation rate is equal to amount of water divided by percolation time. Percolation time. See, suppose for example we have taken 200 ml of water. 200 ml of water we have taken, and we have counted the time, that is it takes 20 seconds or 20 minutes. See what happens? 20 that is 10. That is 10 ml water, amount of water 10 ml per minutes. Per minute, 20 ml per minute. For each minute, 20 ml of water will be percolated. By this way, we will calculate the percolation rate. The next we will study in the next class.